Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, new mic, so let's hope that the audio is working. Let's pray. But today, guys, top 10 summer designers for 2024. Top 10 does not mean on my channel that it's the best of the best. I just like giving you guys something a little bit different. Some of these fragrances might be a little bit more mainstream, but the first one most certainly isn't. Hugo Boss Hugo Now. There is two caveats to this fragrance here. I gotta be honest. First one is the performance. You're gonna get about 4 hours. 5 is kind of pushing it. And the second one is that this is not as easily available as it once was. It comes and goes online, but if you can get this for a good price tag, just do so. For me, it smells fresh, clean, it's invigorating, and it's pretty much a safe blind buy. The freshness in this comes from the lemon zest. You're gonna get aquatics. There is mint that adds this green herbal touch. You're gonna get a little bit of fresh lavender. And what really makes this one unique, and really maybe not so unique, but just the note itself is not common in fragrances, ice cube. Not the wrapper. I've said that many times. I use that joke many times whenever I mention this fragrance here, but you know when you're opening up the freezer, you know the ice tray, the ice cubes, that. But when I'm opening up the freezer and you get that blast of cold air against your skin, that is what this is. Just that cold air on hot skin. It just instantly feels fantastic. This for me is just casual. The backbone for this fragrance here is going to be the Haitian vetiver. If it wasn't for the Haitian vetiver, this wouldn't last, again, more than 2 hours. 3 hours is kind of pushing it. But with the vetiver, you're gonna get about 4, 5 is kind of pushing it. And I would be considered a sissy sprayer. I'm just reasonable with my applications. I'm not a complete dickhead. I could be a bit of a dickhead with my words, but when it comes to my fragrances, not so much. With this, you can do 10, 12 sprays easily. I've done it and it doesn't choke anybody out. And you're probably gonna get like an extra hour, hour and a half of longevity. Number 2, this one here is actually quite commercial, but it makes a lot of lists and for very good reasons. Chanel Allure Homme Sport. This does have that sporty vibe, but it's fresh, it's clean, there is this sweetness to it. Okay, so what you're gonna get: vanilla, tonka bean, there's aldehydes, aquatics, citrus, and so on. For me, you're definitely gonna get that creamy tonka bean, the aldehydes, which makes this very aromatic, and I don't wanna say ozonic, but it kind of like just bounces off your skin. A little bit of that sweet creamy vanilla, definitely the citrus, but there's also going to be neroli, some pepper, some cedar, some musk, and of course some vetiver. For me, this is just a great all-around fragrance. This is more versatile than this one here. This is just a feel-good fragrance. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to school if you want to. This is going to be a little bit more formal. It's not like a super classy scent, but like you could wear this to work with a suit and tie. If you're going to a daytime semi-formal event, you can actually wear this with a suit and tie. It's all around a solid fragrance. It's a very good fragrance. And I've been collecting for many years now. I've been doing this YouTube for a long time. I'm one of the old guys that's still around, one of the OGs, old grandpas. This is this is the only bottle that I have ever finished. This is pretty much like 95% full. The other one, I loved that I had to get this one. Number 3, this is a classic that came out in 1996. Some people are gonna say there are better options when it comes to this brand, and I agree. But for me, this is my list. This brings back a lot of nostalgia and a lot of memories. It's a feel-good fragrance for me and for a lot of guys out there. And they're still selling this retail price. Hard to believe. Unfortunately, it's been reformulated. Acqua di Gio from Giorgio Armani. This is gonna be a little travel spray. And this one here, for me, once again, it's just a nostalgic fragrance. I know some guys who have been wearing this for almost 30 years. 96 release, it's 2025. Oh, this is sea salty, it is aquatic, it is fresh, aromatic citruses. You're also gonna get a little bit of jasmine, there is kalone, like cyclamen, violet. Like with a lot of these 90s fragrances, they pretty much like threw everything at the wall to see what would stick and work. This DNA just works. It's fantastic. Longevity with the original one was way better than this. You're probably gonna get about 3 to 4 hours. But the dry down itself is salty, and I almost forgot to say musky. It's like when you're exiting the ocean and you're just letting the sun dry you off, you get that salty muskiness. That is what this is. This is just fresher and cleaner, mind you, because you do have the citruses and other notes, but an absolute beauty of a fragrance. But again, not original, and once again, there are better options. The EDP is fantastic. I believe that they have a parfum, but they do have other flankers such as like the Profondo, which is another great one. But for me, I just love this one. Next fragrance was a limited edition, and it's still available on FragranceNet for a good price tag. I think it's like $50 Canadian at the time of this recording. It's like May 17th or something like that. But this one, Blind Buy, just shocked me. One of the best purchases of 2024. Lacoste L1212 Blanc Rolling Garros. This is energizing. It is citrusy. It is green, it is aromatic. This is fantastic. Oh, a lot of finger lime. There's mint. There is going to be eucalyptus. I am not a fan of eucalyptus, but in this it's done quite nicely. There's also going to be grapefruit, some star anise, parsley. It's the parsley. It's not the mint. My mistake. But there is definitely going to be the parsley. That's why I thought mint, because it's green. It's fresh, it's energizing, but you're also gonna get sage, cedar, clary sage, and clay. You know, like clay that you're molding. This is just, again, fresh, energizing, quite aromatic. It's herbal, citrusy, and did I say green? Fantastic. This in Hugo Now. And I gotta state, this one here, like really the entire list is feel good. This entire video is gonna be feel good. Now, this one here is just maybe just adds a little bit more pep to your step. All right, next one. This is also another great scent. Unfortunately, it is nothing new. Dunhill's Amalfi Lemon, or Amalfi Citrus. That's what it is. This is just a citrus bomb with a lot of neroli. It has comparisons to Ferrari Bright Neroli. It's got that Tom Ford Neroli Portofino vibe. It's also another Tom Ford. What is it? Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain fart. I'll attach a photo, but it has some of those similarities. But it's fresh, it's clean, it's invigorating. There's a lot of lemon, bergamot, mandarin orange, neroli, green tea, rosemary, musk, vetiver. I think there's a little bit of cedar. I don't know, but it's a citrus bomb with a lot of neroli. I feel like maybe there's like a little bit of like jasmine or something like that. This Dunhill, it's a men's line. This is unisex. Clearly, if you smelt Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, Ferrari Bright Neroli, this is a unisex fragrance. This is a feel-good scent. And as well, there is a little bit of an elegant vibe to it. So this is great casually. White t-shirt and jeans, flip-flops, tank top. But you can actually wear this with a suit and tie to a daytime semi-formal event. Next one, very much like the Acqua di Gio, people are gonna say there are better options, and I get you, but you can't really go wrong with the original, and this has a bit of a cult following when it comes to regular people, not fragsters, but regular folks out there. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue put on. So yes, very much like this here, both travel sprays, this is all I need, guys. Oh, this is like salty aquatics. It is lemon. It is aromatic. There's going to be a lot of grapefruit and bergamot. There's going to be a little bit of rosemary, musk, oak moss. I think like Fragrantica has got like pepper and incense listed, and sage or something like that. There might be a little bit of sage. Incense, I don't get that whatsoever. I just get a lot of citrus, a lot of aquatics, a lot of that like that salty, musky nuance. This is a feel-good fragrance. I can actually picture this being like the Italian coast, southern Italy, whether it's like Sicily or like the little islands off the mainland. Just has this like really relaxing, chilled vibe, very much like this one here. And like they're both similar. Like you don't, if you're looking to get fragrances, you don't need both. You truly don't. I just gotta state that. Save yourself some cash. This is gonna be a little bit cheaper than the Acqua di Gio because you are spending for the Armani name. This is just a very relaxing, feel-good fragrance for the high heat in the summertime. Next one is gonna be the newest one, and this was originally gonna be a top 8, but I thought, you know what, let's just make it a top 10 because that's just easier for, well, really, it's not easier for the sake of editing. I hate editing, but you know what, top 10 instead of top 8, you know, it's gonna get maybe, hopefully, a little bit more clicks, but this one here is the newest one in this video because it came out this year in 2025. Hugo Boss Boss Bottled Bold Citrus. Now, I just reviewed this one with Junior, Chad's Secrets, and we both loved it. Chad loved it so much that he said that he's going to get a bottle. This bright, bold citrus. It's in your face. It's zesty. It's invigorating. It is energizing. You're gonna get a lot of lemon and bergamot. There's gonna be some bourbon geranium, a little bit of elemi resin, patchouli, and vetiver. There is some bergamot, but it's definitely a lot more lemon than anything. Maybe a little bit of bourbon geranium. See, for me, it's just citrus, citrus, citrus. There is a little bit of a creamy vibe at times. You know, I don't get it every single time that I wear this beauty. I just don't. It's like one day here, 2 days it's not, the next day, like let's say like Thursday, it's there, Friday it's there, Saturday it ain't. I don't know. There's something weird about this. But the backbone is definitely going to be more vetiver for me than patchouli. I can't remember what I said in that video. I have tested it out a little bit more. Yesterday was insanely hot. This is just high heat banger. It's a feel-good scent. You can wear it to school if you work at, like if you go to school in a tropical climate, this is great for that. Apparently it's a limited edition, very much like the Pacific, which I had, but like this video, I sold it to Junior as well. This I'm keeping though. I'm not gonna sell it. Longevity for me, I get about 5-6 hours and I just go crazy. Like again, I'm not a heavy sprayer, but with this one here, you can easily go a little bit heavier and you know, it's gonna add an extra like hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours because like if you just do like 4 or 5 sprays, it's gonna be like 2 to maybe 4 hours. Number 8 is going to be Bulgari Pour Homme Aquamarine. This unfortunately is discontinued. This originally was not going to make the list, but last night when I was putting my stuff together, I saw it on FragranceNet and I forget the other discounter, so it's still available. It's going to be a little bit more money, but you know what? That's okay because this is a fantastic fragrance that in my opinion is worth every cent. This is very citrusy. It is very green, salty, oceanic, because you're gonna get a lot of seaweed, petitgrain, neroli, grapefruit, cedar, rosemary. There's gonna be some aquatics and a little bit more going on. But it's the seaweed and the aquatics that is front and center. There's gonna be a little bit of woods and of course a little bit of citruses. But the woods itself is kind of like seaweed that's on a log that washes up on the ocean, driftwood, but it's got the seaweed. It's fantastic. This is a feel-good fragrance. You can wear it to work if you want to. You can wear it to school, sure. But for me, this is just casual. Again, feel good. Like I said earlier, this was supposed to be a top 8, but it's a top 10. Number 9 is going to be Martin Margiela Under the Lemon Tree. This, very much like the name, is just a lemon bomb. It's citrusy, it's bold, it's a little tart, but I love it. It's bright, it's energizing. But apparently it's lime that's listed on Fragrantica. Whether that's lime or lemon, I don't care. It's just a citrus bomb with petitgrain, green tea. So there is this green aspect. You're gonna get musk, cedar, mate to add a little bit more greenery to it, and some spices of cardamom and coriander. For me, it's just citruses. I'm going with lemon. I don't care. Maybe it's the name itself that's in my head. I don't know, but I'm going with lemon, green tea, mate. So citrusy, green, with a little bit of woods and musk. This for me is gonna be the most elegant fragrance in this video with the exception of number 10. But if you wanna wear this with flip-flops and a tank top and a bathing suit, go ahead. But for me, this is something like this. It's definitely preppy, but all the way to a suit and tie. And last but not least, number 10. This here is actually quite versatile, dressing it down all the way to a suit and tie. Just like this one here, and I gotta say, this one here is a very versatile fragrance. Carbon Low Intense. This is not gonna break the bank. It's gonna be one of the more budget-friendly ones in this video, so you're probably gonna spend about $40 to $60 Canadian tops. But it's woody, it is green, it is citrusy. You are gonna get mint, lavender. There's gonna be Italian lemon, grapefruit, cardamom, and ginger to warm it up, but as well energize it. It's already energized with the mint itself, but you're gonna get birch along with cedar, and apparently there's amber. Whatever, I don't get the amber. Definitely a lot of green notes, a lot of fresh lavender and citrus with woods. The dry down itself, it becomes more woody. This is fantastic. The bottle itself is super simplistic. It looks a little old school in my opinion, but the fragrance itself is not really old. Maybe the lavender kind of like makes it a little bit more classical if you want, but really it's not. It's a great scent, and if it wasn't for Coach Rob 619 when he came up here in this very room, sitting, I think he was sitting here, well, in this chair, and now he's sitting right there. But if it wasn't for him, I would not have looked into this one here, or I never really, if I heard of it, which I didn't at the time, but if I heard of it, I probably wouldn't have looked into it just because the bottle, right? The bottle, like I said, simplistic, it's kind of old-fashioned, but the fragrance itself, the smell is just fantastic. And guys, that is top 10 summer designers for 2025. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be in the description box below if you want something that's a little bit more detailed. If you like this list, please drop me one of these. What videos to watch next? Well, if you want to see years prior of summer designers, check out right here. And if the audio is good, please let me know in the comment section below. So guys, thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.